everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danielle and this is Danielle's Books. Thanks for stopping by. So it's been a while since I've vlogged. It's been a while since I've honestly read. So I wanted to do like a 24-hour reading vlog. I haven't done one of these in a while. I used to do them more frequently like when I first started my channel last summer. And so I wanted to do another one because it's short and quick and I only have to focus on 24 hours at a time. So I'm starting this at 6 o'clock p.m. I had work today, and so this is the soonest that I could start it. I'm going to attempt to finish 2 books during this 24 hours. Before I get into that, don't forget to subscribe to this channel because I would love to have you, and check out all the links down below. There'll be Bookstagram, TikTok, Storygraph, Goodreads, podcast, Zach's channel, all that good stuff. That'll be linked down below, as well as the 2 books that I'm going to talk about. Usually when I do these, I try and do 1 full-length novel and 1 novella. I'm going to do Sour Candy by Kealan Patrick Burke. I've literally read like the first chapter, so I've barely started this. This is a very popular horror novella, I feel like. My husband really liked this book. And so I've been meaning to read it. This is actually on my 23 books to read in 2023, which I will 100% not complete. But, you know, I'm still chipping away at it. So this is the novella that I want to read. And the full length I want to read is The Trap by Catherine Ryan Howard. Sorry, I have to kind of hold it in a weird angle to so that it doesn't glare on the screen. So let me read you, I have something in my eye. Let me read you the blurb for this one. It says, an unsettling mystery inspired by a series of still unsolved disappearances in Ireland in the 90s, wherein one young woman risks everything to catch a faceless killer. So this was just released in August, and I'm trying to see how many pages this is. This one feels really short for her. This is 250 pages, so I should definitely be able to get through this. I love Catherine Ryan Howard. I've read 56 Days, which I should have a review, or that should be in like a recent reads coming up soon, or like in a podcast or something like that. I've read that one, and I enjoyed that. I read The Nothing Man, which I think is my favorite of the 3, and then I read Runtime, which was her release last year. And I have liked all 3 of them. I would consider her maybe my favorite thriller author. Definitely top 3, I would say. I don't know what the other 2 are right now. I know for sure that she is up there. So these are the 2 books that I want to focus on. And yeah, I will catch you when I have an update. I will say, before I get into like a reading update, I thought it'd be fun to show you guys a update in the nursery. If you're new here, if you don't know who I am at all, I'm Danielle from Danielle's Books. And also, I am in my 3rd trimester. I'm currently pregnant. This is our first kid. And so I thought it'd be fun to give you a sneak peek of the nursery because I haven't shown or talked about baby in a while or like at all. And that's not really going to change, but I don't know. I just thought it'd be something fun to include in the video. So you'll probably see that clip next. And then after that, I'll probably give you my first update. I'm going to work through Sour Candy for a little bit. And then, yeah, I will catch you in the nursery. All right. I don't know where in a vlog this clip might land, but I wanted to show you a little sneak peek of the nursery. We've got some clothes hung up in here. We're doing a baseball theme because Zach and I are big baseball fans. We have the crib and we have a bookshelf over here. Ooh, that's not totally set up yet. What else? Over in this corner, we have a little floating shelf up here. This was Zach's first I guess baseball uniform. It kind of works because navy blue is like one of the accent colors of the room. And then also the baby's most likely coming in September. So the 9 works for that too, but we would have used it regardless. And then right here, we have a little book tree. And then we've got another sign up there. We have our little chair, which I've kind of been sitting in. We have the little dresser top that we still need to finish up, but it's coming along. We've still got some time. And yeah, I just wanted to shoot a little clip for a vlog at some point. I don't know, like I said, what video this might go in, but I thought it'd be fun to show off the room a little bit. So there you have that. All right, so I have gotten a little bit further in Sour Candy, and I'm really intrigued with the story. So basically we're following this guy. I actually don't even remember his name. And he was in a grocery store and he heard this kid scream, and the guy was picking up candy for his girlfriend to bring home and all of that. So he hears this kid scream a few times. Everyone in the grocery store does, and everyone's like, what's going on? And then he gets in. None of this is a spoiler right now, because like I said, I'm at the beginning. And then on his way home from the grocery store, he gets into a car accident, and the cops are having a hard time with his story, or like understanding like how he knows who the woman is who he got in a car accident with. And the guy recognized her from the grocery store, and he was like, you gotta go check on her because she had a kid with him. And the cops are like, there was no kid. Like, are you fine? Are you doing good? And basically the chapter I just finished left off on a little, like, I mean, not a cliffhanger really. It had like a little, it just made me more intrigued, we'll say. So I'm excited to keep going with this. I'm going to read some more tonight. It's now 7 o'clock. Zach actually just got home, so I'll probably have him pop in the vlog to say hi. He just got back from work. We are having tortellini for dinner. We still have to finish making it and everything. So yeah, we're going to eat dinner. We might watch Only Murders in the Building tonight. Today is Tuesday, and the episodes drop on Tuesdays, so we might watch that tonight, or we'll maybe watch it tomorrow. Also, Zach has a new look to him since the last time you saw him. So, dun 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 dun!
I have no hair!
Yay! So, like I teased in my last video, which was a summer book haul, you'll hear more from him and me in an update video on his channel. I don't know which video will come out first. Probably the update will. So I'm not going to talk about that too much here. You'll have to check out that video, which I'll have it linked. But yeah, we're going to go eat. I'm going to try and read some more of Sour Candy. And then I should have a send-off tonight before tomorrow starts. Zach starts work at like 6 a.m., so I'm going to be up pretty early, so I have no doubt that I'll be able to finish both of these books tomorrow. And yeah, we'll get a little bit more of him tomorrow in the vlog, but I will catch you in the next clip after we do some stuff together. Good morning, everybody. It is now the next day. It is Wednesday. And it is pretty early. It's 7 a.m. I've actually been up since 4:30 because Zach opened at work today. So he had to get up nice and early. So I've been up since then. But I've been sitting here reading more of Sour Candy. I actually didn't end up reading more last night. And we didn't watch Only Murders in the Building last night either. Because Zach had to work so early this morning, he was like, honestly, I just like need to go to bed. And I was like, okay, I'm fine with that. So I've been reading more this morning. I have like 30 pages left or so. I am really liking this story a lot. I'm also currently working on my to-do list in this cute little notebook. This was, I think, $8 on Amazon. And so I can link it down below if you like it. I think it's pretty cute. Anyway, so I can't really talk about the book that much because it's literally a 70-page book. But yeah, I'm just really liking it. Here, I'm gonna get my phone stand. And so I'll definitely finish that this morning. The plans for today are I have to go to the library. I don't work today, but I do need to go and get some books that are on hold. I mentioned the books that I have on hold in my TBR video, or no, it wasn't a TBR video. In my last video, the book haul, one of the books, technically my hold expired yesterday, but I'm hoping that I can maybe pull some strings and they'll let me take it today. And that one is A Twisted Love Story by Samantha Downing. I just could not make it to the library yesterday to get the book. And then the other book I know for sure that we have on hold is The Handyman Method by Nick Cutter. That one I put on hold for Zach, so I got to pick that up. And then I was going to see if there's any new books that were released yesterday, being Tuesday, on like the new bookshelf, on the new bookshelf, and I would pick those up too. So we're going to do that today, and then we probably will watch Only Murders in the Building when Zach gets off work. He gets off work at like 2 or 3 p.m. He's scheduled until 3, but he thinks he can get off at 2. And then after I finish Sour Candy, the plan is still to read The Trap by Catherine Ryan Howard. And then also, I actually started an extreme horror book on my Kindle, and I never finished it, and I only have like 30 pages left in that too. I'll put the cover up here. It's 100% Match by PC3, Patrick Harrison III. And so I might actually finish that in this video too. I have been reading extreme horror novellas on my Kindle since I found it. I got Kindle Unlimited for like a little while because I was like, well, you know what? Since I'm pregnant and I haven't been able to focus on long books, I thought like horror novellas, of course, are like an easy option. And so you can get a lot of those on Kindle Unlimited. So I was like, maybe I'll pay for Kindle Unlimited for a few months during the pregnancy and my maternity leave and try and read a bunch that I've been interested in. So we might be able to get 3 books into this 24 hours. But for sure, we'll do Sour Candy and The Trap. So I will check back in when we have another update. If I do go to the library, I'm hoping to go right when they open at 9 o'clock because, like I said, I want to try and get these books before the shelvers take the holds off of the shelf. So yeah, I need to go right when they open at 9 o'clock, and I'll take you guys with me for that. But I think I'm just gonna like power through the rest of this because, like I said, I literally have 30 pages left. And then I guess I'll give you some more thoughts on Sour Candy now before I finish it. Like I said, I'm super intrigued. There's a lot happening between the main guy. I honestly can't remember his name. Phil. I think it's Phil. And this little kid who he saw at the store. New developments have happened within their relationship and the story, and I am just loving it. This is not technically my first Kealan Patrick Burke. I'll have to show you it later in the vlog. I read like a little, it was like a limited release. There's only like 200 copies of it or something. And Zach and I got a copy at a bookstore. I can't remember the title, like I said, but I'll show you it later in the video. It's like a 20-page little short story, basically. And that's the only thing I've read by Kealan Patrick Burke. So I'm excited to read this. Check it off of my 23 books in 2023. Also, if I remember, I'll put that little graphic that I made here so you can see all the books I wanted to read, and I've read like 7 of them. So super behind on that, but you know, it's okay. Yeah, let me know what you're currently reading, and I will check you in the next clip. All right, so it is now just about to be 9 o'clock. Like I said, I wanted to get to the library pretty much right when they opened, so that's where I'm headed. But I have a book update. I finished Sour Candy and I really, really enjoyed it. I think I'm going to give it 5 stars. I think it's actually one of my favorite horror novellas that I've ever read. This one is not extreme horror. This is just general horror. And I really, really enjoyed it. I liked following our main guy, Phil, and you know how his mind and like life kind of altered throughout the story. I really enjoyed that, and so I highly recommend if you have not read Keelan Patrick Burke. And it's literally 75 pages long, so it's a nice quick one. So I also recommend it if you're looking for a short, fast read. I obviously read it physically. There was no audiobook with it, but yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. So like I said, I'm headed to the library right now. Hopefully I can get those holds, even though I'm technically a day late for some of them. I'm gonna try, and then once we get home, I'm gonna start The Trap, which I'm really, really excited about because Catherine Ryan Howard is my girl and I can't wait. So I will take you with me in the library regardless if I get any books or not, because I do want to look at the new bookshelf anyway, so I can like show that off and then I can show you what books I got. I have my little book bag with me, so yeah, let's go to the library. Okay, you guys, I'm currently in the library and I have a stack of 4 books ready to get. Hopefully, like I said, they won't give me a hard time checking them out, but I'm gonna go ahead to check out and I'll show you these 4 books, probably in the car, but I can't wait. Eek! All right, I'm back in the car and I wanted to show you the 4 books that I got. Sorry if you can hear my air conditioning. I genuinely need to have it on, so sorry in advance. Book number 1 I got, which was one of my holds, is Fourth Wing. Honestly, I got this because of the hype. Also, the library had the very nice edition of it too. I truly don't know if I'm going to get to this or not because my reading journey has just barely picked up again, and so that seems like a daunting task, so we'll see. But I still wanted to pick up the hold in case, because I have it for like 3 weeks or something. Okay, next up was The Handyman Method by Nick Cutter. This is the one I put on hold for Zach, and so yeah, this is one I don't plan to read, but it's definitely one that he is interested in. And then I have A Twisted Love Story. This was the one I was most excited to pick up. This is the new one from Samantha Downing. I haven't heard anyone talk about this, nor have I gone out of my way to see anyone's reviews on it, so we shall see. And then the other one that wasn't a hold that I picked up was The Beast You Are by Paul Tremblay. I've read 2 books, I think, by Paul Tremblay, and I enjoyed them both. I read The Cabin at the End of the World and then The Pallbearers Club, and I enjoyed both of those. So I thought I'd give this one a try. It's a short story collection, which I feel like could actually maybe benefit me in my time of life right now. So those are the 4 books I got. Now we're gonna go home. Actually, we might stop and get a drink on our way home, just because my level of I'm just always thirsty right now. So we're gonna go stop and get a drink and then go home and start The Trap. So I will see you at my house. All right, so I have been sitting here since I got back from the library reading The Trap. I'm reading it physically while also listening to the audiobook. We got it for free from Libro in August, which is very exciting. I am very, very intrigued by this story, But there are some things I'm not enjoying. I think that just listening to the audiobook would be very confusing without also looking at it physically. Because each chapter is kind of from a new perspective, but you don't know whose perspective some of them are from. Well, you can like figure it out, but like it doesn't, each chapter is not like Lucy and then the next one. Like they all have chapter titles or whatever. But let me go through some of the perspectives that we're following here. The main person we're following is this girl, Lucy, whose sister, Nikki, went missing like over a year ago. And she is like taking matters into her own hands. She has been, and she's like desperate to figure out what happened. Nikki's disappearance was like the third in a row in this town. And they're all unsolved. And it's called, I can't remember what like the people have been calling it now. Something Tide. It's like there's like a name for this like string of disappearances now, that the cops like go by or whatever. So we have Lucy's perspective in some chapters trying to figure out what happened to her sister. And she's currently living with her sister's boyfriend. And so he's like started to lose hope, but she's like, no, like we just got some hope back because someone from the police, or not from the police force, it's someone who, it's like the family like care, they have been like looking after the families of the disappearances. That person came and gave them some like hope, and so Lucy's like, yay, like I have hope again. But the boyfriend's like, you need to stop torturing yourself. Like Lucy will literally go to basically like stake out at night and like sleep in her car and everything, and it's just like a lot. So that's one perspective that we are following. We also have a cop's perspective, or so another person is Angela. She works for the missing persons unit at the police station, and then she's closely working with Denise. There's a lot of people, and I'm just figuring out, or I'm just like getting used to what they do and everything, so sorry. Denise is the head like investigator for a new disappearance that just came up, and they're trying to like figure out how it all connects and everything. So we have their perspective, and then we have a random nameless person, like the synopsis says. We have a nameless man's perspective who's basically telling us how he's getting away with what he's doing, basically. And I am 79 pages in, and like I said, I'm really intrigued, but it's getting used to all the different people and their perspectives and everything. Sorry. Took a little bit of time, Took a little bit of time to get used to. So I will say, if you're going to do audiobook, you have to just pay even like closer attention, because you're not told like each chapter like it's this person's perspective. So I don't know, but I'm really, really liking it. I am intrigued to know where this is going and everything. This is a pretty short thriller. It's 250 pages, and I'm 80 pages in. So I have like 2.5 hours left in the audiobook. So I'll definitely be able to finish that today. I'm just literally going to sit here and keep reading. So probably all of my updates will be right here for this book. Zach will be home in about 2.5 hours potentially. So like I said, I'll get him in the video, and we'll watch our show. And then I'm probably going to try and finish that extreme horror book that I talked about earlier, 100% Match. But let's get through this book too, first, and I'll probably give you another update in, I don't know, maybe like 100 pages or so. We'll see. I feel like that might be a good time, unless something crazy happens ahead of that. but my to-do list is getting very not checked off, basically, because I just want to keep reading this book now. I had some other stuff I was going to take a break and do, but now I just literally want to finish this because Catherine Ryan Howard just knows how to write a good thriller. So I'm just intrigued with how this is going to end and keep going and all that. So I'll catch you in the next clip. All right. I am getting very tired, but I have made it all the way to 219 pages. I have 30 minutes left in the audiobook, and I have like 40 pages left in the book. I actually can't predict the twist. I had a little idea of who I thought maybe was the one. Well, I thought I predicted who maybe like a helper was to the serial killer, but now I'm not totally on board with the theory that I personally had. We'll see how it plays out. I will say this is probably going to be, depending on how this ends, this will probably be like a 4-star. This isn't, I really, really like this book. It has nothing to do with that. Like I said, all of the perspective shift changes have not been my favorite thing. I will say, though, if you liked The Nothing Man by Catherine Ryan Howard, then you would probably like this one, because this one, out of all of the ones that I've read, has been the closest to that. And actually, The Nothing Man is mentioned in this book, so that's kind of fun. But yeah, I would recommend this if you liked that book, because very similar vibes. So I'm going to finish this up a little bit later. I'm going to take a little break from reading now. I'm going to save the last half hour until probably Zach's home, because I have like 40 minutes until he gets here. So I'm going to take a break and eat some lunch, work on my to-do list a little bit, and then I'll get back and finish this. But we've still got time in our 24 hours, because I started this at like 6 p.m. yesterday, and it's 1:15 right now. So I will definitely be able to finish this and also that novella on my Kindle. So that's exciting. I'll be able to finish 3 books in 24 hours, potentially. I feel great about that. So I will check in with you probably when Zach's home, and so you'll get to see him again. So I'll see you in the next clip. All right, look who I have here. I have Zach back with me to end this 24-hour reading vlog. So I finished The Trap by Catherine Ryan Howard. I currently don't have the book with me, obviously, because we're in the car. I really enjoyed the book. I'm going to settle on 4 stars. The ending wasn't totally my favorite. I didn't hate it by any means. That's why I'm going to stick with a 4 star still. But it wasn't exactly what I wanted. So yeah, I'm going to give it 4 stars. I really recommend this book though. Like I said, if you liked The Nothing Man, this definitely gives off those vibes, at least in my opinion. And it was a really quick read. Like, I literally read the whole book today, using the audiobook and physical, like I said. And so yeah, if you're looking for a quick thriller, I recommend it. And Zach, how was work today?
It was work. I am now the electrical manager at a new store. I don't know if Danielle's mentioned that yet. So I got promoted, and it's definitely a lot lighter work than flooring was. So,
like physicality wise.
Yeah. Like, obviously there's still like a lot of work to do, but it's not as heavy.
You're lifting light bulbs instead of carpet.
And tile.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was fine. Got an update coming up this week, so.
What's the next book you're reading?
I
don't remember what book 2 is called.
Oh, Finders Keepers. That's going to be the book I'm probably going to try and get back on track with.
Tomorrow?
Probably tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow.
Yeah.
the nice thing with the move is with me being the manager, I can kind of pick my own weekend and stuff like that. And I decided to just keep the one that we're on, mainly because of baby. So
yeah,
all the appointments and stuff were lined up with the one I was already off on. So I just stuck to what I was.
Yeah.
So, which is nice and quick and painless. So, but yeah, no, Finders Keepers probably is gonna be the next book I read. Since I did absolutely nothing in July, which I will talk about in the video I'm going to post, or have already posted. I don't know what's going up first. I pretty much I didn't read anything in July. We just kind of lost the push to want to read. Some life events were going on.
We had a lot going on in July.
Yeah, with my work, personal reasons, with family and stuff.
A lot of our days off were busy. Like, we had our baby shower one weekend. We had a lot of family in town, so like we genuinely just didn't have a lot of free time to do stuff other than all the stuff that we had planned. So
well, yeah, and also with all the baby stuff
back.
coming up, like we had to do a lot of setting up because I
gave them a sneak peek of the nursery in this video. Yeah.
Cute. You'll have to get one, maybe, probably not in my video. But
yeah. Anyway, so like I said, his channel is always linked down below, so check it out. His update should be up before this video is, so subscribe so you can see when it gets posted. And then yeah, I hope you subscribe to this channel because I would love to have you. I think it'd be totally awesome to hit 1,000 subscribers before the baby comes. It's like a little free push present, you know? Right?
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway.
They ain't talking to you, but
I know. I was like, what the heck? Anyway, give this video a thumbs up if you like vlogs. I hope to do more coming up here. And with that, we will catch you in the next one. Bye!
Later.